Welcome back to Primetime. Tonight, we all had that one childhood dream that we wanted to make a reality when we got older. But for one local student, her dream could soon come true, all thanks to some extremely hard work.
And a whole lot of talent. One Midlands High School senior is now a step closer to achieving her dreams of performing on Broadway. After an intense audition process, Dreher High School's Emmy Lee was selected for Broadway Dreams New York City Showcase, where she is going to share her talent on stage in hopes of making it big.
Our Jalen Tart caught up with Emmy ahead of her big audition and got to learn more about where her love for theater began and where she hopes it will soon take her.
Throughout the halls of Dreher High School, you can hear the passionate singing and acting from senior Emmy Lee, who has dreams to perform on the Broadway stage in New York since preschool.
My earliest memory-ish is I was in the car driving with my dad, like on the way back from preschool, and like we had like a very, very tiny, like convertible-esque thing, and he would have the roof down, and he would just like blast Wicked, and like we would pick parts and harmonize, and that was like the first time where I was like, oh my gosh, I love this music. And then I saw the show in Charlotte, and then I also saw, I think, The Lion King in like first or second grade, and that was like, oh my gosh, like it's a thing. So since then, I've always been doing like theater, like in like community theater or through my schools, and always trying to get involved.
Her proud parents are also fine arts teachers, Kathleen Lee as the director of dance and Dr. Chris Lee as the director of bands. Both emphasize that Emmy has always been surrounded by the arts while being a quiet child growing up, but knew she had a special gift at a very young age.
She was always processing and always able to focus on music and watching shows. Would you say like 3? She would come to Dreher and watch my dance shows and just be riveted, and at a very young age, completely glued in, particularly asking questions afterwards like, Mom, why did you make that decision? Or why were the dancers doing this on stage? At like such an elevated level of consciousness as a young child.
Emmy's path to Broadway was not an easy road. She says that the 2020 COVID-19 pandemic tested her mental health on whether theater was her true calling.
Through COVID, I went through a lot of mental health stuff and just like trying to figure out, like, is this what I want to do? Well, I've always known, but like, could I actually like do it, like with all of the stuff I had going on? And there was sort of like a breaking point in like my sophomore year.
In March, Lee would discover the Broadway Dreams through a free intensive that was offered in Charlotte, North Carolina, where Broadway actors instilled confidence in Lee to achieve her dream in Broadway. After months of auditions and patience, Emmy received the email of her life that her hard work truly paid off.
I had no idea it was coming out. I thought I was like looking at other people who got like the message like last year, like through their Instagram, they would like post like, I got in. So I was like looking, and it was the end of September, so I was like, there's no way.
Lee's parents believed that the positive affirmation of her hard work and sacrifice led to an opportunity of a lifetime.
Now that positive affirmation is starting to switch over, and this is affirmation of that because she worked hard and she had positive vibes and she kept going after what she wanted. That is really wonderful as parents to see that she can really take full credit for that and know that it's because of her work, who she is and what she's done, that she's gotten this opportunity.
Now Emmy is one step closer to achieving her dream as a Broadway performer, and who knows where she'll end up in a few years' time. Jalen Tart, WIS, News 10.
All right.
Way to go, Emmy.
Yeah.
I love it. Such an incredible talent.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's neat to see her follow her dream, and what a voice.
An incredible voice. I want my front seat on Broadway, girl.
That's right.
Yes,
Make sure to reserve a couple spaces.
Absolutely, absolutely. And save that playbill too, because that is going to be phenomenal. Congratulations to her.